listen up, because this one's gonna hurt feelings and heal minds at the same time. Check it. They took a bunch of women, slapped realistic fake scars on their faces, showed them the scars as they appeared at that moment in the mirror, and said, go do a job interview. We're studying discrimination against disfigured people. Then, right before they walked in, plot twist, the makeup artist touched it up and secretly wiped the scar clean off. These women, they went into the interview room completely normal looking, not a mark on them. But guess what they came back reporting? Leave it in the comments section before continuing if you desire, because you're going to get it. Oh my God, the interviewer, he kept staring at me. He was so awkward. He totally referenced my scar. Only, there was no scar. The only thing disfigured was their perception. Welcome to the Dartmouth Scar Experiment, a beautiful, bold, brutal demonstration of how expectation and focus creates one's internal reality. It's kind of like buying a Porsche and suddenly noticing how frequently they actually appear on the road. Your brain starts hunting for evidence for what it is you are primed to look for. Now, scale that up to an entire ideology. The left doesn't just notice discrimination. They don't just describe it. They preach it into existence like some kind of dark incantation. You, sir, are oppressed. Systemic this, privilege that. Microaggression around every corner. Did you see the way he treated you? They tattoo invisible scars into the souls of children from kindergarten onwards today. Then they send you out into the world, convinced you're walking around with a neon sign that says, "Victim, treat me like crap." And when you inevitably interpret every neutral interaction, every tough break, every no as proof of your scar, they nod sagely and say, "See, we told you, it's everywhere." It's unfalsifiable. It's brilliant. It's evil. Because once the scar is in your mind, reality itself bends. Normal human awkwardness becomes bigotry. Constructive criticism becomes violence. A bad day becomes structural oppression. And you can't disprove it because the evidence is whatever your primed brain decides to notice. It's the ultimate self-owning mind virus. And they market it as empowerment. Honey, that is not empowerment. That's someone handing you a pair of paranoia goggles and calling them glasses. Now, my friend, you see 20/20. Call me vision. Every time they tell a kid the system is rigged against you, they're not preparing them for battle. They're loading the gun and pointing it at the child's future. They're turning potential winners of all races into professional whiners who scan every room for slights instead of scanning for opportunities. Imagine telling young people, "You're strong. You're capable. Adversity is temporary. This too shall pass, but character, my friend, is permanent. Get after it." Or merely develop some mother effing grit. That's in opposition to everything bad that happens to you is someone else's fault. Stay mad, stay small. We will fight the battles for you forever. One builds adults. The other builds dependents who vote for more scar painters,
Race matters, and we need to say so.
for more welfare, because they must be taken care of because they are victims. And my friends, that is not compassion. That is psychological warfare disguised as social justice.
How dare you!
They've turned victimhood into a lifestyle brand, complete with merch, influencers, and an endless supply of fresh scars to point at. And the cruelest part, the people pushing this the hardest are often the ones with the least actual scars. We're talking privileged elites LARPing as revolutionaries because they're so bored with their lives and seek meaning elsewhere while they're collecting six-figure checks to exacerbate the social divide. Meanwhile, the kid who faces real hardship gets told his struggle isn't personal, it's systemic. So instead of building grit, no, he builds resentment. It's a brilliant strategy if your goal is power. It's terrible if your goal is human flourishing. So, here's the antidote, and it's simple. Stop letting other people's paint scars on your face. Take the mirror, wipe it clean yourself, and walk into the interview, into life, like the scar was never there. Because most of the time, my friends, it wasn't. Most importantly, teach your kids they're not victims of history. They're authors of their own stories. They are captains of their souls. And if someone tries to hand them a victimhood paintbrush, smack it out of their hands and tell them to go grab a mirror. Point it at those who are telling them they're oppressed, to see what evil actually is. The world, my friends, has enough imaginary scars already. So you, your loved ones, your children, and yourself, stay scar-free. Legends.